From a high-speed police chase featuring an officer being attacked by his own K9 unit, to two armed men fleeing from police, only to crash in a devastating accident, and even a suspect giving the police the middle finger. Here are some of the most extreme police chases caught on Dashcam. One such chase began as a routine traffic stop, but quickly escalated into a high-speed pursuit worthy of an action movie. It started when a white car, flagged for speeding, refused to pull over, sparking a high-speed police chase that quickly got out of control. The driver was relentless, blowing through red lights and intersections with no regard for safety and narrowly avoiding multiple collisions as the pursuit intensified. The situation reached a boiling point when the speeding car swerved to avoid a Jeep on the road, lost control, and smashed into another vehicle. The crash was violent, with the suspect's car coming to a grinding halt. But the chaos didn't end there. In a move that caught everyone off guard, the driver, unharmed, leaped out of the wrecked car and bolted on foot. This is where things took an even more bizarre turn. A K9 unit, a specially trained police dog and handler team used to track suspects and assist in apprehensions, was released to chase the fleeing suspect. However, instead of targeting the criminal, the dog unexpectedly lunged at a police officer, catching him completely off guard. To make matters worse, in the ensuing chaos, two police cars collided, adding yet another layer of confusion to an already chaotic scene. Meanwhile, the suspect, now sprinting away, was determined to escape. He was moments away from disaster when he tripped and fell in the middle of the road after being tackled by a police vehicle. This happened just as a massive truck sped by, narrowly missing him as he shifted away at the last moment. The timing was chilling. 1 second late, and the outcome could have been fatal. Ultimately, the suspect was apprehended by officers and taken into custody, bringing his reckless escape attempt to an end. While no lives were lost, the incident showed a surprising need for improved training for K9 units.
Shoot the dog! Shoot the dog! Shoot the dog!
Hold on, 40 minutes from your place.
A deadly crash occurred early on October 1st, 2024, on Chicago's South Side during a police chase. This happened around 2 a.m. when it was still dark. The Chicago police officers spotted two people believed to be armed entering a black Lexus sedan near the 5500 block of South Pulaski Road. The officers, who were part of a robbery team on patrol, immediately initiated pursuit. The chase spanned approximately 4 miles as the sedan fled at a high rate of speed before running a red light and colliding with a building at the 3500 block of South Ashland Avenue. A passenger in the Lexus was ejected from the vehicle and didn't survive the accident. The driver of the Lexus was taken to Stroger Hospital with an injury to a leg, police said. The collision also involved an SUV, whose driver suffered a hand injury and was transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center for treatment. It was January 28, 2023, just shy of 2:15 a.m., when Officer John Stevens, a seasoned cop from Atlanta, Georgia, pulled over a driver for a broken headlight. The streets were almost empty, and the dim light from the street lamps stretched long shadows on the pavement as the officer walked toward the vehicle. The driver was cooperative, and after a brief exchange, Officer Stevens decided to be lenient, giving the man a warning instead of a ticket. He was just about to turn back toward his patrol car, perhaps expecting to return to the comfort of routine paperwork, when everything took a bad turn. Out of nowhere, another figure, a stranger, appeared. Without any hesitation, the suspect jumped into the driver's seat of Officer Stevens's patrol car. The officer watched, helpless, as the car roared to life and the suspect sped off into the night.
I'm gonna let you off with a verbal, all right? But make sure you get those checked out, all right? It's not safe with you.
I'm literally on Amazon right now, by the way.
Yeah, it's not safe out here driving with one light or anything. Yo, back up! Get out of the car! Here! 1410, someone just got in my patrol car. They're going down 285, no, sorry, 166, going towards the...
His instincts kicked in, and he immediately radioed for backup, alerting other units to the stolen vehicle. But things were about to escalate faster than anyone could have imagined. Within moments, a police helicopter arrived on the scene, its spotlights scanning the road below. The officer in the chopper quickly got a visual on the stolen patrol car, guiding a fleet of squad cars through the winding streets of Atlanta. The chase was on. The suspect, now identified as 29-year-old Michael Parker, was driving at high speeds, weaving through traffic as the helicopter pilot expertly directed the officers in pursuit.
Whoever got it driving at a high rate of speed with the lights on eastbound. I have eyes on it coming up the connector eastbound.
Parker sped down the streets of Hank Aaron Drive, but fate wasn't on his side. The SUV, pushed to its limits, veered out of control and flipped, landing with a deafening crash onto a set of active train tracks. The officers weren't about to let Parker escape. They acted quickly, pulling him from the wreckage just in time as the unmistakable sound of an approaching train rumbled in the distance.
Stand by. 41 hard in the train tracks. University of McDonough rollover. 41 rollover at University of McDonough on the train tracks.
Had the officers been just moments too late, Parker's reckless decision to steal a police car could have been his final one. As it turned out, Michael Parker was arrested and charged with stealing the patrol car, reckless driving, and causing damage to public property. The collision had left him with a few scrapes and bruises, but he was lucky to be alive. If the officers had not acted as quickly as they did, Parker's reckless theft of the patrol car could have cost him his life. As for the stolen car, it had narrowly avoided a tragic collision with the train. The calm of a Wednesday afternoon ended as a 60-mile high-speed pursuit tore through Phoenix's freeways. At its heart was Mitchell Timothy Table, driving an SUV with reckless abandon. The chase reached a terrifying climax near Arizona State University when he blew through an intersection and collided violently with another car. This was no ordinary crash, as the SUV rolled several times before coming to a stop. A 47-year-old woman was driving the other vehicle and was taken to the hospital with injuries that were not life-threatening. Surprisingly, Table also suffered only minor injuries. He even climbed out of the crashed vehicle, waving his arms and yelling at bystanders before being arrested at gunpoint. Table holds a California driver's license and has an extensive criminal record across multiple states. It was a quiet morning on the outskirts of Mechanipe, Florida, as Deputy Sean McGuigan casually monitored traffic on the busy intersection of I-75 and County Road 234. Everything seemed routine until his sharp eyes caught a glimpse of a gold Chevy Suburban barreling through a stop sign coming off the interstate. Without hesitation, the driver of the vehicle swerved, hitting a curb and careening into oncoming traffic. A sense of urgency filled the air as Deputy McGuigan quickly activated his lights and siren. A chase then began in the parking lot of Café Risqué, a local spot known for its eccentric clientele.
What's up? Tango 937, 10 City. Signal 12. 17,000 Southeast County Road 234, 28. Hotel Golf X-Ray, Florida 10, Chevy.
The Suburban swerved onto County Road 234, but it wasn't just the reckless driving that stood out, it was the driver's audacity. As Deputy McGuigan closed in, the suspect, later identified as Richardson, threw a Terrapin Cryosphere alcoholic beverage out the window, taunting the deputy as he sped off. The pursuit shifted gears when Richardson, showing no regard for safety or the law, turned southbound onto Highway 441, first driving the wrong way in the northbound lanes before swerving back to the proper side of the road.
Coming up to 441 now. He's in the wrong lane of traffic. Through the median. right up to the pole. The highway patrol is directly in front of me if you can let them know.
As the vehicle sped down the highway, at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour in a construction zone, Richardson made a brazen gesture, flipping Deputy McGuigan the middle finger.
We're at 70. 50 miles an hour. Heading toward Marion County, he's flipping me off. Okay, notify Marion. 1031, let's take a look.
Deputy McGuigan wasn't about to let the reckless driver get away so easily. At lower speeds, the deputy attempted a Pi-T maneuver to force the vehicle to stop. Richardson skillfully avoided each attempt, even using his vehicle as a weapon.
We're at 30, I'm pitting. It failed.
In a shocking move, he rammed Deputy McGuigan's patrol car,
He ran me. He's running back.
The chase continued into Chilaka Boulevard and back onto Highway 441, where Deputy Stevenson finally managed to execute a successful pit maneuver. Richardson's vehicle spun out and came to a stop. He was then apprehended.
Just into the Marion County line. Successful pit. Trying to back out.
All right, guys, we've come to the end of this video, and if you enjoyed it, do well to click on the like and subscribe buttons. Don't forget to check other videos on our playlist. We've got some amazing contents for you. See you in our next video.